regularly, but I wanted to get stuff going. All right, just getting our links around. A little early this morning. I'm just trying to get stuff around. So we can get everybody in. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And I'm a little early, so we've got about 5 minutes. So if you need to go get that cup of coffee or Tech Talk Live, if you need to go get that cup of coffee, now's the time to do it. We've got about 5 minutes. So I'm just trying to get us going early so people can get in. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm going to take that 5 minutes and I'll be right back with you guys. Now we're down to 4 minutes. All right, I am back. It is cold. Cold, cold, cold out there. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm at, it is cold. Okay. All right, guys. We got about 30 seconds, and we're going to get started on this today. Hopefully everybody can find their way in. And all right, let's see here. There we go. All right. All right, well, it is 10 a.m. My name is Beth Gaff, and I am the systems administrator / technology trainer / robotics instructor here at the Peabody Public Library located in Columbia City, Indiana. And I want to welcome you to another session of Tech Talk Live. This is your opportunity to ask those questions that you may have in regards to your technology needs. And I am here at your disposal for that. So if you don't know where you are on Tech Talk Live. I don't know, this may not be coming out straight to you. On my end, it's reversed, but for you, it probably looks right. And so if you have any questions, you can just put them in comments and I will address those as they come in. One thing that you can do is join our group on Facebook, and I am posting that for you right now. This gets you tips and also a direct link to get to me. Just a second here. I'm trying to figure out why it didn't copy that. I'm going to pin that message. So it is pinned at the top for you right now. So that is our group. So you could click on that link and that gets you right to the Facebook group. And from there, I'm always putting on different kinds of tips. Plus, you'd be able to access the live feeds as well. So again, any questions that you may have, please go ahead and put them in comments. And I will address those as they come in. Until we get somebody to ask us questions. I thought today we could talk about basic computer skills that you may need for various things. I'm trying to find oh, here they are. They're right in front of my face. Okay. For various kinds of things that you may need to learn in the computer industry. So if I get a question in, I'll probably pause what I'm talking about and address your question. But until that happens, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about some basic computer skills. One really valuable website that you could go to, there's actually a couple of them, is called Custom Guide. And I'm going to post that for us in this group. Or in our live feed today. Hopefully that comes up. But I don't see it. It's called Custom Guide, and you would just type that into your search engine. And let's take a look at that because I kind of want to show you what they have to offer you here. So this is Custom Guide, and it is all about learning and training. You can do e-learning courses, which are located here. They have interactive e-learning, custom coursework, free quick references. So under our e-learning, now you can measure your existing skills based on assessments, improve, verify. And then they have all of these different courses that you could take. So let's just take a look at one of them. We'll take a look at Gmail. And this is the Gmail section, and it allows you to get started. So this is navigating your inbox, and I can push on that, and it actually takes me into how do you open the first email in your, so you would double click it. So it's really kind of neat how it takes you in step by step, course by course. This is a video. I don't have any sound on right now.
Part of the interface is the main inbox. This is where email messages that you receive will be displayed.
So as you can see, you would be able to get videos, coursework. So when you have not completed it, it tells you that. When you've passed it, you do need to have an account in order to do these. And then they have the courseware. So these are student files that you can actually download in affiliation to what you are learning. And then instructor files. So if you're actually the instructor. And then they have the quick reference guide, and that's just for this. But if we go back to the beginning and we click on the quick reference, we have a lot of different quick reference sheets that are printable and downloadable that just kind of get you going on different kinds of computer items. They also have coursework. So they have instructor guides, student guides, exercise files. So if you wanted to learn more about that Gmail, you could push on here, and this just takes you into your student file. If you're an instructor, then you can get the instructor manual. But they have the student manual as well. So that's quite neat. So this is custom guide. Flip us back around here. So that was custom guide, and they allow you to take online courses. Now, some of this may cost you money. Let's flip back around. So let's look at prices. So for an individual that includes all the courses, it's $100 for the year. And then you can have 100 per month billed annually for however many users you want to be able to have it. A free evaluation. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for that. And sign up. So we will see what they say. You have a results tab. And these are people that have accessed this and where they are. Industries that use this. So this is pretty fun. Oh, wait, let me go back. Libraries. Cool. Free Microsoft training. That's awesome. So let me flip us back around. So when you and I would actually be doing our weekly sessions like we do, and let me check my messages, and I don't have any. Okay. So when you and I would do our weekly sessions like I offer that are free to you, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, however you want to do it, I use a lot of these as references for you. Custom guide is definitely one that we would use, that I would send you so you're able to, let me make sure I put it in here. I don't know where I put it. Let's see. All right, let me see if I can. There we go. All right. So this would be one that we would use for that I would send to you to use as lessons. Another really good one is called Gcflearnfree.org. So I'm going to flip this around. And you could just type in your search bar, GCF Learn. And it's right here. No, it isn't. Learn free. So let's hit enter. Free online learning at GCF Global. So this is gcflearnfree.org. I'm going to paste that up here as well. This is another one that I use a lot to give you coursework weekly with. It's very, very step-by-step. You can go into topics that you may be interested in. They have internet skills, basic computer skills, so let's go into those. You can go into computers, smartphones, Office. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can do, so we could go into computers, and it starts you off with basic computer skills, and then you'd get started with your first section. And this is all about turning on the computer, clicking with your mouse, your desktop, and then other topics that might go along with what you're doing, or you can just continue with the coursework. Now we're in lesson 2, how to get your computer going for yourself. So that's another really good resource as far as learning basic computer skills. Now, let's go over what some basic computer skills can be. Keyboard shortcuts are a basic computer skill. So understanding how to open a new document or a new tab, pasting, copying, underlining when you're in those documents. There are window shortcuts that can get you through that pretty easily. Okay. Something else that's a basic computer skill is understanding how to use your mouse, knowing about the left clicking, the right clicking, the scroll wheel, and getting through all that. So that is another basic type computer skill. Other types of computer skills would be learning how to use Microsoft Word and understanding the toolbars in your internet, your ribbons, your menus, things along those lines. And I am literally looking at this sheet from Custom Guide that is taking me through what we're going through right now. So this is showing me my keyboard, my shortcuts, my mouse information, my ribbons, toolbars, and menus. And then if I flip the page, or you could double-side it, being able to create, save, and open files, copying and pasting from one location to another, finding and replacing text in those documents that you have. You can also select and edit text, paragraph alignment, undoing and redoing, formatting your text, and being able to print. So those are just very basic computer skills. A lot of them have to do with working with Microsoft Office, which is a very common program. Another program that you could get that is very similar to Microsoft Office is called Openoffice. And Openoffice is a free program that is, you can use that with Google Docs. You can use it with Microsoft Office. And of course, you could use it as a standalone by itself. And that's a free download. It doesn't cost you anything to download the program. And once it's actually downloaded, you wouldn't need internet anymore for Openoffice, and you would be able to use it. I don't know if I necessarily have Openoffice on my computer. Let me check, and if I don't, which I don't, so I'm going to show you how to find and download Openoffice, which is a free software for you. So up here in my search, I'm just going to type in Openoffice, and it's actually called Apache Openoffice, which is right here. So I am going to click on that. And these are my download options. I'm using Windows, but if you're using a different system or platform, you could choose that. I'm using Windows. I want it in English. And that's the most current. So I'm going to download the full installation. It's probably going to prompt me to log in as an administrator here in a second. Oh, it's downloading it right here. So once it's downloaded, I will kind of guide you through that because it's very easy to use and very universal to use. You can use it. Now, you do have to have internet to actually download the contents of Openoffice, but once you have it downloaded, you would no longer need the internet to access it. So now I'm just waiting for it to download so I can show you how very similar it is to Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word. It does have something very similar to Excel in it. It also has a presentation software in it. Let's take a look because it's downloaded now. So, all right, so I've got it downloaded here. So I'm going to go ahead and click it to open it. And it does want me to put in my info. So let me log in. When you do this on your computer, you won't have to do that. Okay, oops. Oh, it helps if I spell things correctly. Let me try that again. So again, I'm just downloading Openoffice right now. Let me flip this around. So I am on the screen that is asking me to go ahead and it's welcoming me. I have a setup process, so I'm going to click next. It's telling me where it's going to put it. I'm going to install it now. So I'm now installing all the contents of Openoffice, which again is a free software. Sorry, you have to stare at my bearded dragon there. I didn't put on a different, I guess I could put this up instead while we're waiting. That's my little buddy. So my kids make fun of me because they're like, oh, I see where we stand, Mom. You have pictures of him, but not us, which is not true. I do have pictures of my children. So, okay. So right now I'm just waiting for it to finish its installation process, and then we can take a look at it. Let me close this. I'm going to go in and check and see if we have any messages, and we don't. You can put your questions in the text. There we go. You can put your questions here. I guess I should have finished it all in one. The pinned item at the top is the group, the Facebook group that we have that you could involve yourself in as well. It's just extracting all of that right now, so I'm just waiting for it to be finished, and then we can take a look at it. Hope everybody's staying warm out there. It's pretty chilly right now, definitely. If you haven't had a chance to get on the library's website and look at all the amazing programs that we offer, I would highly recommend that. And while we're kind of waiting for this to finish, I am going to see if it will let me put it in our chat here. Did it show up? No. So I'm going to replace the pinned message with our library website. So that's our library website. So if you hadn't had an opportunity to take a look at our website, I would recommend that because we have, like I said, a lot of cool programs going on right now. Okay, so we are ready to go into the final phases of getting this set up. We're just going to keep our username and stuff the way it is. And now it's installing the rest of the components. So this is how it will look for you when you do it. And again, this is free. It's not costing you anything to download this information. And I thought it was ready, but it isn't. So we're going to flip back over. But this would get you a really good start on practicing and not spending a lot of money to do so. Practicing some basic computer, Microsoft Word or Openoffice document skills, as well as Excel type skills, presentation skills, database skills if you want to learn how to build a database, things like that. So we're just waiting for those to finish. And it looks like it's done. So I'm going to flip this around, click finish, and it put a icon on my desktop. So I'm just going to come over to it and I'm going to double click so I can get it open. And it's welcoming me, so I can click next. I can put my name in there, I cannot, it's completely up to you. And now we have text document, we have spreadsheet, presentation, drawing, database, and formula. So what I was talking about was a text document, and this is what it looks like. So if we want to compare that with a Microsoft Word document, let's just kind of have it up as well. So this is Microsoft Word, and this is Openoffice. So you can see that it is very, very, very similar. Pretty much everything that you have in Openoffice, you're going to have in Word. Location may be slightly different, but this would be how you could do some documents pretty easily. Now, if you're wanting to do data entry, then you would go to the spreadsheet, and we're going to maximize this, and I'm going to go into Excel, which I don't have on here. There we go. And let it open up Excel. So this is Excel, which is through Microsoft Office, and this is spreadsheet through Openoffice. Very similar. Very, very similar. You're going to have all the same things. It's just lined up a little bit differently is all. But everything you can do on here, you would be able to do on the other. So the reason I'm telling you this is so that you are able to get on there and practice using spreadsheet, documents, things along those lines. And it's not going to cost you a lot of money to do so. That's the whole goal, is to not spend a lot of money, because right now is a really hard time for a lot of us, and we may not have that money to spend, but yet we still want to learn. So that would be a very, very free, cheap way of you being able to do that. All right, so this morning already in the last 30 minutes, we have talked about custom guide and Gcflearnfree.org. Those are free software or programs, websites to you for learning technology and learning basic computer skills. I've also shown you how you can get a free software that is compatible and works very similarly as Microsoft Office. So hopefully that was helpful to you and worth the time it took. So if you have any technology questions, please don't hesitate, whether it has something to do with a computer or a tablet or a smartphone or software you're using, anything that you may be questioning about your computer, now is the time to ask. We do have in-person mobile lab that we offer that starts, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. That does start at noon. So if you are local to me, you would be able to come into the library from noon to 1 o'clock today, and we could talk in person. If not, you can just post your questions here, and we can go over whatever you would like. If you're looking for keyboard shortcuts for your computer, you could just go to a web browser and type in keyboard shortcuts, and you're going to get a lot. So let's check that out. So being on here, I'm just going to type in keyboard shortcuts and hit enter. And now I have a bunch of websites that I can choose from. Let's go here, computer keyboard shortcuts. And here is some of those different shortcuts that are offered. And you would be able to find these printable, so you would be able to print them as well. So that's quite handy. Here's 200 keyboard shortcuts. It tells you what each of these do. So this is just a different site. Okay. So that's all about keyboard shortcuts. So, all right, you guys. Well, hopefully you've learned something new today already, just in the little bit of time that we've had together for Tech Talk this morning. And I'm really hoping that if you have a question, you would get in contact with me. This is my phone number here at the library. So you could call me anytime, and I would definitely try to help you as much as I possibly can. You can also email me to get signed up for computer lessons and tutorials. I'm going to replace our pinned message with my email. So now you would be able to email me, and I would send you over an assessment, and then you can and then we could get you going. Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to get into any more techie tips. I need to save them for our next Tech Talk. Our next Tech Talk technology that is live will be on December 29th, and that's in the evening from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time in the evening. So make sure that if you're getting some technology for Christmas, that you tune in so we can go over some of your needs. And so forth. So go ahead and come on in here, and actually, if you are interested in taking the assessment, let me see if it will let me put it in here for you. This is actually the assessment link. So you could get in there and take the assessment and let me know that you've taken it. and I can give you some feedback on that. I'm going to go ahead and pin the assessment at the top now. So this is our assessment that you can take, that I can review and get back with you, and we would be able to start weekly sessions for free. That does not cost you anything. And now is a good time to ask those questions that you may have technology-wise, so we can make sure to get those addressed. And this morning we have gone over different websites that you can go on so you can learn some technology on your own. There are also free type keyboarding tutorials that are available to you that you could get on as well. If you have an idea of a class that you would like to see streamed on our channel, I'm definitely up for suggestions anytime. So you can leave a comment here for me. You can give me a call. You can email me. However you need to get the word to me of something you are interested in learning more about, then that's what we need to do. All right, so has anybody learned anything new today? That would be something we could talk about. Something that you've learned today that is new. Or maybe you have something you would like to say. And this is archived on the channel, so later on, if you missed the beginning of the things that we went over, I usually spend about 30 minutes talking about a techie type tip, and we did that. Being able to access learning materials for ourselves that isn't going to break the bank and not cost us much money, plus being able to use a software that is free to us that allows us to create documents, spreadsheets, presentations, databases, anything that we're trying to do that's not going to cost us a lot of money. So we went over that as well. It looks like we got about 20 minutes left in our time today. I'm going to cut us a little short since we don't have a lot going on as far as questions. This is just your time to be able to let me know what you want to know more about. So if you have an idea or a suggestion, I am up for suggestions. So, trying to get my daughter in here because sometimes she's got some good questions. So, maybe if she comes in, she can ask us some questions that we might be able to answer. Has anybody out there got the new Apple iPhone 12? I have not upgraded to that. I think I'm just going to stick with my 11. But I've heard that the 12 is nice as well. So if you have upgraded, so I'm going to replace the pin message. Okay. All right, you guys, this is your time to shine. What kind of questions do we have in regards to technology and things that we want to learn? And like I said earlier, if you weren't on, we went over Custom Guide, which is a really good resource to be able to learn technology. We also went over Gcflearnfree.org. That is another very valuable resource of free learning for you. We went over how you can download Openoffice, which is free to you. It doesn't cost you anything, so you're able to do the documents and spreadsheets. And that's really all I had today as far as tech-wise tips and things that we could do together. So if you have any questions about anything, today's your day, and I would love to answer any kind of technology questions or computer type questions or software type questions or anything along those lines. Today is the day. And we got about 15 more minutes. If I don't have anybody in here, then I will probably end our session a little early today, so I can get some other things done, but I want to be here for you, and that's why we do these. But at the same time, everybody's time is valuable, so we don't want to take up any more time than we need to. So maybe if you don't want to ask a technology question, maybe you can tell me how you think the Tech Talk Lives should go. Maybe you have some ideas of things that we could do in our hour together. Or perhaps maybe, yeah, so I'm all about feedback. Maybe let me know how you think it's going, what we should be doing. I do these for you guys, so. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, we've been on now for 45 minutes, and I don't really have a lot more to tell you today. I went through my techie tip like I wanted to. So if you guys don't really have any questions, then I'm going to go ahead and end our session today. And remember that you can always get in contact with me anytime. And I will be available to you to answer those questions. So I have, what is pinned right now? The assessment is pinned right now at the top. So you'd be able to click on the assessment. This is my email. So you would be able to get a hold of me through email. Oop. It didn't replace it though. Oh, there it is. There's my email. So you'd be able to get a hold of me through email. And this is the group on Facebook. Waiting for it to catch up. There it is. And that's our group on Facebook. So you can email me if you need to get a hold of me. You can get a hold of me through the group on Facebook. You can call me. Here's my my phone number. which I just replaced at the top. Oops. Yeah. So there's my phone number. So there's many ways you can get a hold of me. I do one-on-one sessions. I do virtual sessions. We could do Zoom meetings together. Whatever I need to do to get you where you want to be is why I'm here. So I am going to go ahead and end our session for today since we don't have a lot of questions going on. And I want to thank you for listening to me babble for the last 40 minutes. And I hopefully you got some valuable information. And if you have questions, you know where to find me. Hey, you guys, thanks so much for joining in today. And I'll see you next time, which is on the 29th from 6 to 7 p.m. for Tech Talk Live. Thanks, guys. Have a great, great weekend. Bye.